Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, the Collector, and for today's video I'm gonna review the Marvel Select Immortal Hulk. Let's take a closer look at the packaging. As you can see on the front, there's the radiation symbol, and there's the Immortal Hulk text, the Diamond Select logo. As you can see, the figure is too large that it didn't fit my background, and at the side there's the same image of Hulk. That's the same image that they've used with the other Marvel Select Hulk comic book action figures. And at the back there's the product image of the Immortal Hulk. There's also a description about Hulk. You can pause it if you want to further read it. And that's it. Without further ado, let's proceed. This is the Immortal Hulk out of the packaging. As you can see, my rotating display stand is having a difficult time on turning this Hulk around because he's a humongous action figure. As you can see, even my background wouldn't fit his size. There are a lot of good details on this action figure and a pretty small weird paint application, which I will be discussing later on. So without further ado, let's proceed. Let's take a closer look at the Immortal Hulk. First, I got to say, since this is a product of Diamond Select, the paint apps will always be better than Hasbro, and the sculpt will always be superb for their figures. As you can see, just by looking at it, you can see the different shades of green, which highlights his muscles, as you can see, especially on this part, on his pecs. And that's a really nice paint application that I've never seen this type of application on a Hasbro action figure. Now let's focus on this head sculpt. As you can see, they really did a great job on sculpting his angry face. Since this is the Immortal Hulk, or for some of you who didn't know, this is the evil Hulk, or the evil version of Hulk. As you can see on the expression on his face, it's really menacing. He really looks like a violent, raging monster. Let's take a closer look at the eyes. It's painted very well. Even the eyelids and his eye bags are painted. And let's take a closer look at the mouth part. As you can see, they've even painted the tongue, but I think they missed this part. I don't know if it is just a missed paint or a blood from something. I don't know. This is a evil Hulk, so he can do whatever he wanted. And also, let's take a closer look at his hair. As you can see, it is all sculpted very well. Every strand of his hair was sculpted. It's a really good job for Diamond Select. Now let's move on to the body. As I've said earlier, they really did a great job on painting the whole body. As you can see, there's a muscle tone for this figure. I've never seen a figure from Hasbro that has the same level of details on the paint apps. I mean, the 20th version has the same paint apps, but this one is on another level. As you can see, they've even sculpted his nipples. That's a really cool detail. And even the veins on his arms, you can clearly see the veins up until his hands. As you can see, this is a really cool action figure. Even the muscle tone at the back, they didn't miss any part. And let's move on his indestructible pants. As you can see, the button on his jeans was sculpted and it was painted very well. And even the third cloth or third part on his jeans was sculpted very well. They even put some weathering on his pants, as you can see. And this is the weird part for me. He has a teared jeans at the knees, but the moment you fold his knees, you can clearly see that both of this part are painted with the same color as his jeans, and that's pretty weird. I think they should have painted this part green for accuracy, but anyway, that's just a little issue for me. And let's take a closer look at the bottom part or his feet. As you can see, every nails on his feet was sculpted. There's also, you can clearly see the veins on his feet, even the bones. This is a really great detail from Diamond Select. Great job. Now let's focus on the alternate head. So as you can see, this is, I think this is the head of the Cosmic Hulk or the Robot Hulk. As you can see, they really did a great job on sculpting the metal part on his face. Even the eyes, as you can see, it is a really cybernetic eyes. And even the transition of the skin to the bones part, they even sculpted it. Even this part, as you can see, the jaw part, they made it look like a metal. That is really cool. Even this gear that act as his what to call it, ears. I'm sorry, I'm losing words. Also, the great detail about this figure is it has a very similar hairstyle with the Immortal Hulk, since this is also based on Immortal Hulk as far as I know. So you've got basically you've got two figures, the Immortal Hulk and the Cosmic Hulk. Moving on with the accessories, since this is a Diamond Select action figure, it didn't came with a lot of accessories. The Immortal Hulk came with a two pairs of hands, the closed fist hands, the default hands that was attached on the action figure. He has a pair of open hands or grabbing hands. As you can see, there are a lot of good details. You can clearly see the sculpt of the bones in every finger. That's really cool, and even the lines on his palms, it was sculpted very well. And lastly, as I've shown a while ago, the alternate head or the Cosmic Hulk's head. Now for the articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees. He can look up that far and look down that far. His arms can only reach up to that point. It can rotate 360 degrees. Oh, sorry, it fell off. There's a bicep swivel, a single jointed elbow, which I've used a blower to loosen its tight joints. And his hands can rotate 360 degrees. It can move up only by that far and move down that far. He has a torso articulation. You can rotate it 360 degrees. He can look up only by that far and look down that far. He can do the split. There's a thigh swivel. Oh, that's really tight. As you can see, he can kick that far and kick back that far. He has a double jointed knees, an ankle pivot that can move up that far and move down that far. Hulk is standing around 9.7 inches tall. Here is Immortal Hulk side by side with the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Hulk. And here is Immortal Hulk side by side with the Nano Gauntlet Hulk from Diamond Select. To conclude my video, I think this is probably one of the most badass Hulk action figure that I've ever had. And also, it is much cheaper if you compared it with the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Hulk. And it is also way much bigger than the Marvel Legends Hulk. I think this Hulk will fit on your Marvel Avengers comic book lineup for Marvel Legends. He's also a pretty rigid action figure. He can easily stand on his own. That's a good sign for me on judging a action figure. Diamond Select have a good record of doing great action figures for large characters, and this one is another example of that. I hope Diamond Select will continue on focusing on producing a huge character. As far as I know, they are producing a Apocalypse action figure, which I will definitely buy to replace my Marvel Legends Apocalypse. That's a must. And also they're making a Beta Ray Bill action figure, which is pretty badass, as I've seen on the promotional image online. So if you're a Marvel Legends collector, you can use this one. You can buy this one. It's much cheaper. If you're a Marvel Select collector, of course, this is one of the best action figures they've released so far. I think the last one I really love is the Taskmaster action figure. And also, if you're a Incredible Hulk fan, this is a must-have. You can't miss this one. You can miss the 20th anniversary Hulk, but this one you should have it on your collection. Definitely a must-have. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day and take care, guys.